you don't know what this whole story about Jesus is, let me just make this painfully clear, okay? God created us to have a perfect relationship. There's God, there's us, all right? At the very beginning, we decided, I don't want to live for God. The first human beings were like, no, I'm going to do it my way. I'm going to live for me, myself, and my own. God, no thank you. And so what happened was there was this massive chasm. And in the chasm, man, there was a gap that we could not cross. Because God has a holy standard. He's a perfect God. And only perfection can live with him. And when we broke that relationship, when sin entered the world, which is missing the mark, we could not cross that gap. We were helpless on our own. Because I don't know if anybody in this room is perfect. And even my best efforts, even the best efforts, like all the good things that we can possibly do, the Bible says that they're like filthy rags to God because they'll never be able to measure up to that perfect standard, which puts us in a hot mess. If we want God in our life, we need help, and that's where Jesus comes in. Watch this. When Jesus came into this world as the Son of God, he came to bridge the gap. Not because we deserved it or we earned it, but because of his grace. And so when the Son of God came in, he lived the perfect life that we were supposed to live in our place. And Jesus then put himself up on the cross to pay the penalty of our sin that we deserve to pay. And he said, I'll take that for you. You could never do that, but I'll do it for you. And he died for us. And then when he rose again, 3 days later, literally came back to life, God says, I'm giving you new life for everyone who puts their faith and trust in Jesus Christ. And what he does is we are saved by grace. We can now walk across that bridge. On the other side of the cross, we're now saved to start living in this family code. We're adopted by grace. But now that you're family and you've received Jesus Christ, now we get to live. Not to get acceptance from God, but to live out our acceptance, to respond to what he's done for us. Does that make sense? Jesus said those who actually are family are going to demonstrate it by hearing my word and putting it in practice. James goes on to say in James 2:18, show me your faith without deeds, and I'll show you my faith by my deeds. In other words, a real faith in Jesus Christ is going to live differently. Fans admire Jesus, followers obey him, family starts living like him. Because Jesus isn't looking for fans, he's looking for family. He's building a family. And family doesn't just listen, it obeys.